All right, here we go. Stanford Place. Marjorie Phillipson, we're gonna meet her. Let's do it. May 29th, 2015. We're here at Stanford Place, trying to track down Marjorie Phillipson.
Well, I'm Marjorie Phillipson. I got 9 children and 26 grandchildren and 18 great-grandchildren.
Whoa.
And I love to tell stories to all of them. My story about the train is when I was 11, we went out as a bunch of children, and the boys all dared me, because I was a quick runner, to run across the railroad track at the Trestle Bridge. And we knew the train was due very shortly, but they said, you can make it, you can make it. So after daring them, I took off across the Trestle Bridge. And I got halfway across, or not quite halfway, and here comes the train, and there was no way of getting off this Trestle Bridge, because it's no sides on either side to go anywhere, or even to get off the tracks. You just had no choice. So what I did was, I thought, well, if the train's going to hit me, it's going to hit my head first, because then I'm dead and I won't know what's going on. So I laid down with my head towards the train, and I was lucky I did. They told me afterwards, because it was in the early spring, and I had a trench coat on, and they said if I'd have laid the other way, the workings of the train would have acted like a vacuum cleaner and would have sucked me up into the train. But because I laid the way I did, it worked opposite. It blew my clothes down. And there was another miracle. It was exactly 3 weeks before they took the snowplow off of the train and put the cowcatcher on. And if it had been 3 weeks later, the cowcatcher is lower. And so I would have never made it under the train if that hadn't have happened. But it was just in that 3-week period that they took the snowplow off and put the cowcatcher on. And so the train went right over me, and I wasn't hurt at all. But I was terrified after that. As an adult, when I grew up and started driving, I'd come to a railroad track, and it didn't matter the traffic behind me. I had to stop totally, check both ways. I could never cross a railroad track without making sure there was no trains coming. It left me with a phobia. But the only damage I got from the experience was a small, wasn't even a cut, but a very bad bruise on my cheek, where the train had kicked up a cinder and it hit me on the cheek. And otherwise, I was fine. I mean, just clear and very good. But boy, it taught me that you don't do things you know that are dangerous and you shouldn't do.